Here we are, Wednesday of peckish week, however you say that. I'm still feeling a bit peckish. I'm a whole lot better, and I want to thank everybody who sent notes of improvement, well wishers wishing me to get better. I really appreciate it. I am feeling a whole lot better. Still not 100%. Hoping to be 100% by Friday. Maybe we can pick up Friday with the workout we left off with. Moving back down to the Australian pull-ups and stuff like that. But we're going to continue today, Wednesday, the same as we did Monday with a workout, basically a placeholder workout, just to get us through. My excuse today is that I had some functions with the kids earlier today, and then my wife had a Zoom meeting. So my wife comes upstairs and has a Zoom meeting while I'm hanging out downstairs, and then we're watching a movie, and then her Zoom meeting ends, and I forget that I'm watching a movie, and now it's 8 o'clock at night. I still haven't worked out. And it would just be so easy just to say, I'm not going to. I don't feel right. I'm not going to do it. It's late, but I'm telling you, I gotta do this. I gotta hold the place, and you guys hold me accountable for it. Is really helping out. So I've got the rings set, nipple height again. Again, this is just a placeholder workout, just so we don't lose the gains we made. I've got my feet under the line. I'm going to lean back. I'm going to do 20 pull-ups this way, and then I'm going to do 20 push-ups on the countertop, and then we're going to do 3 sets of that, and we're going to go to the treadmill. And so here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. You know, I thought my new dad shoes, some New Balance shoes, I thought my new dad shoes would maybe not slide so badly, but I'm wrong about that. And then I've got some kind of sabotage going on here with stuff that's been stacked on the counter where I'm trying to work out. I don't know where this stuff came from. So to knock out 20 countertop push-ups, just trying to eliminate bending from the waist down because I'm still not 100%. So here we go. Just going to knock out 20 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Now I probably should have started off telling you that I am not a doctor or a nutritionist or a fitness guru. I'm a fat guy trying to learn how to do pull-ups and trying to get fitter. And everything I learn is off the interwebs, off YouTubes. So if that's where you're getting your information, is some fat dude on the internet, perhaps you're not looking in the right places. But you're welcome to join me in my search as I'm learning. I follow on a routine from Hampton over at Hybrid Calisthenics. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Whew. All right. because I'm not feeling well, that's still quite a workout. So hopefully we'll be back 100% by Friday, and that won't be an issue. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Yay! So if you haven't noticed, just for this Monday and today, I'm eliminating the deep knee bends and the crunches so that I don't have any bends or twists on my lower half. My lower half has been pretty knotted up lately. So, but I'm a whole lot better today than I was Friday. But I'm still not quite ready to go out on the streets. So I am a whole lot better than Friday though. So here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm actually better than Monday. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. All right, so that's the third set of those. Whew. And then we'll do 20 more of these, then we'll move to the treadmill. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. You don't have to keep up with me. You don't have to do the same exercises I'm doing. You don't have to try to keep the same pace that I'm doing. You don't have to do anything like that, because my fitness level and your fitness level are likely completely different. Maybe you're way more fit than I am and you don't need to do these light exercises. Or maybe you're not as fit as me or suffering some injury and these exercises are too much for you. And if that's the case, start where you are with what you have. If all you can do is wave your arms in the air, wave your arms in the air. If all you can do is Macarena, do the Macarena. Rock back and forth on your feet. Hold your hands up and do this. Any place is a good place to start. For me, starting off was 30 minutes without food in my mouth. That was the big start for me. I'm going to go about 30 seconds at 2 miles an hour, just so I can step on this thing. And then we'll step up to 3 miles an hour, and I'll go 10 minutes at 3 miles an hour. And then we'll end off with 30 seconds at 2 miles an hour, just to like I said, just to burn some calories, just to keep the habit going, not to miss a workout, not to let the excuses get us down. And so I want to really thank you guys for all the comments. I got a lot of well-wishers. I got a lot of comments both on Facebook and on YouTube about hoping I get better, hoping that we get back to the regular workouts. So really, a lot of people were really impressed about the change of workout, just to keep going. Steve Muscala joined a gym for less than $10 a month. He said, and Steve was the one that was suggesting intermittent fasting last time, and he said that he's had Noom for about 6 months now, and that it really helped him out, except that he's got a really good relationship with his coach there, except that they suggest 3 big meals a day and 3 snacks a day, and a lot of people suggest that, but he says he's doing a lot better with just 2 main meals and intermittent fasting. But he's working closely with his coach, and I'm doing the intermittent fasting thing too, except my only problem is that my bulletproof coffee that I drink first thing in the morning, the butter has calories. It's the only thing in the cup that has calories is the butter. But I kind of equate that to being a caveman eating a grasshopper in the morning. You know, it comes out of the cave, stretches, catches a grasshopper, pops it in his mouth, chews it up, and swallows it. I can't really believe that throw off a whole day's worth of dieting and fasting because he ate a grasshopper first thing in the morning. So it hasn't, if it has slowed me down, if it has stalled me out, I haven't noticed it, because otherwise I'm really only eating within an 8-hour window. Usually the 8-hour window is 10 or 11 to 6 or 7. Sometimes the 8-hour window is 1 to 9. Today I didn't eat till 2. So, I mean, where the window is depends on what's going on in the day and how much sleep I've had. The more sleep I have, the less food I want. So, I learned in biology class 100 years ago that the part of your brain that regulates hunger, sleep, and thirst are all in the same part of the brain. So sometimes when you think you're hungry, you're really just thirsty or sleepy. So if you're hungry when you think you shouldn't be, drink a glass of water. And if you're still hungry when you think you shouldn't be, maybe you need a nap. I don't know. Brains are funny and everybody's different, so blanket statements like that don't just work. I don't agree with blanket statements like that anyway, because variations happen. But Ms. Carruthers is still going through watching all my previous videos. She's commenting. She's funny. She's commenting on every one of them, and that makes me feel good. She's laughing along with me, especially on comments like "Get him back in the water." She thought that was good. Thomas Dieter, still proud of me for still going. He recently subscribed. Trigger Stand, we gotta sign in from Trigger Stand Monday. Haven't heard from him in a while. He's doing pretty good. He posted another video from working out at school. That 14-year-old is fit. I don't know if you've watched any of his videos, but when I was 14, I couldn't do any of that stuff. Of course, when I was 14, I was smoking and chasing girls and playing in band. I wasn't really playing in a band. I was in chorus. I was in chorus. My kids are in orchestra. And I'm old. Old people jumble things. But I was in chorus when I was 14. And so that was all of my interest, was chorus and girls and looking cool. So I'm impressed by him focusing on his health at that age. Pluvo 2 for 1 commented on the fact that I use Equal in my coffee in the mornings. I mean, I know Equal's not really good for you. I know sweetener is not really good for you. You're probably not supposed to use sweetener in your bulletproof coffee anyway. And he says, or they said rather, don't worry about the sweetener if it provides you with a calorie deficit. You know, don't worry too much about it. And I got to thinking about that. And like bell peppers, they call bell peppers sweet bell peppers. I have never had a sweet pepper in my life other than like banana peppers are sweet. But I don't know if that's because they're sweet or if they're naturally sweet, or if that's because they flavor them sweet. They sweeten them when they pickle them. And sweet bread and butter peppers are sweet, but that's because Granny puts sugar in them when she pickles them. But I've never tasted a bell pepper in my life that I thought was sweet. But I've tasted baby corn that was sweet, and I've tasted tomatoes off the vine that were sweet, but not a store-bought tomato. I've never had a sweet store-bought tomato, and rarely have I had sweet corn from a store. And I'm kind of the opinion that the sweetener, sugar, high fructose corn syrup, equal, sweet and low, I'm kind of the opinion that those things have kind of burnt my taste buds so that I don't taste the sweet from corn or sweet bell peppers or tomatoes, the things that they used to add to food to give it sweetness and flavor before they had an abundance of sugar, before they had honey farms and transportation from South America. So I'm curious about that kind of stuff. I sit around and think about that kind of stuff when I'm avoiding working out. My dad's been working out. He's been going 3 miles a day now, so he's really coming along. My mom is too. She walks with him. She accused me of having a man cold. But man cold is up here. This is down there. Ooh, this is a man poo. Shh, it's gross. Don't talk about that kind of stuff. Robert Taylor says I'm spot on with an illness workout. Thank you, Robert. He says that the struggle is real. And you know, you don't see a lot of people talking about what to do when you're injured or ill, and how to not lose your gains when you're injured or ill. So if anybody has any advice, I'm open. Otherwise, the only thing I knew to do was back off and not do the exercises that I knew would affect the issue. So we got some new subscribers. We're up to 134 subscribers. That's 5 more since Monday. We're still at 43% of the people watching are not subscribed. So if you're not subscribed, now's a good time to click that button and subscribe, so that when I collapse, you'll be watching. Because I promise I won't edit it out of the video. You'll just see my feet. I'll be on this thing and you'll just see my feet go whoop, whoop, whoop. No, I put the safety thing on. If I fall, it'll cut off, but that's still funny to me. So anyway, Feel Stuff, Anakim, Evan Supple, Daniel, I can't read your last name, Daniel, Jarno Garrett, Darren Beecham, all new subscribers since Monday. That's awesome. That's awesome. So we get to 1,000 subscribers, I can do live. I can broadcast live, so that from my phone, which means I can go anywhere. There's a couple of weeks ago, I was traveling and I stopped at the rest stop and had a little workout fitness area. Well, there's a little neighborhood park just about a quarter mile from the house, and they have a fitness area much like that, and I could go over there and exercise and use those tools, or take you with me on the walk to the pool on the off days, because eventually I'm going to get to the point where I can do the 30 sit-ups, the 20 push-ups, the 10 deep knee bends, the 5 pull-ups, and the 10-minute mile. And when that happens, when that happens, we'll have to figure out what we're going to do next. You know, so it'll make a difference. We'll have to figure out, you know, maybe I learn Taekwondo. Maybe I take up yoga and you guys watch me learn how to get all bendy. Maybe I take up, I've been thinking about it, maybe I take up boxing. But I don't want to think too far ahead on that kind of stuff. Mostly I just want to focus now on what I'm going to do this week, what I'm going to do next week. And I want to make sure that I'm focused on what I'm going to do this week and what I'm going to do next week. And as long as I'm focusing on this week and next week, because then when next week comes along, I'll already know what I'm going to do. I'll already have a system in place, and we'll already be focused on next week and then the week after. So if I focus too far out, I'll get carried away and it'll be too easy to quit. So again, thank you for joining me. I should hopefully be back to normal by Friday. That's the goal. That's what we're shooting for. And I look forward to working with you again on Friday. So peace out, y'all. Mwah.